What is going on, guys? Noon here with MMO Play, bringing you an analysis of Crowfall's gameplay trailer. So, what I've done for you guys is this is a new upcoming MMORPG that has a lot of cool concepts behind it, but isn't exactly available for everyone just yet. So, as you can see here, I have a picture, just kind of a screenshot of what the pre-alpha looks like in the game, and I'll kind of explain what's going on in the picture later on after I show you guys the gameplay trailer and show a few other things and kind of break down how the game's going to work and what I feel and think about the game overall. And it has some pretty interesting concepts which I'm pretty excited about. So, if you guys have not seen the trailer just yet, the trailer is pretty long and it is mixed in with a little bit of dev talk and other stuff like that, but I've broken it down in just the gameplay for you guys, so I'm going to go ahead and roll that for you guys. You guys can check out the gameplay, see what you think about it, and after that I'll show some screenshots and kind of break down some more of the features of the game. So, hope you guys enjoy. Alright, so that was a pretty cool trailer. Some interesting concepts behind it. Definitely some cool classes it looks like we're going to be able to play in the game. So, firstly, I'm going to bring you guys the classes in the game. And it seems like they have a wide variety of classes. Now, they have not revealed them all, but I do have another screenshot here. And it seems like there's a wide selection. And from the classes that they have shown in the gameplay trailer, it seems like each one's going to be unique and different from each other, which is cool. I know lots of games have lots of different classes to pick from, but sometimes the classes, kind of represent each other or just a little bit different of a variation of maybe like a hunter or a paladin or, a warrior and other stuff like that. I mean, it could be different variations of bowmen and different variations of sword and shield users, and it seems like this game kind of takes, each class as a whole new approach and a whole new playstyle, which is pretty cool. Now, I am not exactly sure how many classes there are going to be in the game. This is just a screenshot of the pre-alpha footage, so there's definitely more to come. But already it seems like we do have quite a few to pick from, which is nice to see. So hopping right into this, you can see we have the swordman over here in the gameplay. We had kind of like we'll look at a minotaur and other stuff like that. So it seems like there's gonna be some very, very interesting options for the gameplay and other stuff like that. And the game is primarily based around, it's an MMORPG slash strategy game. So, what do I mean by that is basically it's not your standard MMORPG where you go in, hop in, do quests, go to end level, raid, do PvP, whatever you want at the end game, whatever makes you happy. No, this game is basically you pick your character, jump right into this massive world, and go to war against other factions, which is pretty cool. Now, it seems like there's three different factions to choose from, each with their own little sub cities and other stuff like that. So there's like alliances within the faction. So it seems like there's a lot of different places you can go and a lot of different cities you can kind of join and support and fight in, which is pretty cool. Now, going back to that original screenshot I showed you guys at the beginning of the video, that was a screenshot of basically how the world can change. Now, you do go to war, you do fight against other factions. It is a very war strategy based MMORPG, which is cool, but the world and the environments are always changing. Now, if I were to compare it to anything like this, I guess I could compare it to, I guess, PlanetSide 2, where you have the different factions fighting for different zones and other stuff like that, mixed with the game's built with voxels, kind of like Minecraft, but not for creation, but for destruction. So when you go to war and fight for these territories and other different factions that you join, you're basically either constructing the world, building it up for your faction, or destroying the enemy's territories and basically burning it or bringing it to the ground, which is really cool. So I'm going to go over here to another screenshot, basically showing off the different factions. Okay, guys, so here, as we could see, here's the screenshot of all the different factions we can join. Or I shouldn't say all the different factions, because they're all, from what this is shown, it seems like there's only 3 factions, but 4 alliances within each faction, which makes the game very interesting. So, on the 4 on the left, that represents one faction, the 4 down the middle is another faction, and the 4 on the right are one faction as well. Now, for the one at the top, they didn't really highlight it or really go over as to what it represents, so I'm not too sure about that one, but just the 3 factions in general with alliances within each faction is a very, very interesting concept, and I really hope behind this they have a lot of players to kind of fill these alliances and factions, because if they don't have the player base with this many areas to kind of join or, run around in with other people, some of the areas or the alliances could feel very empty, which is, I really hope that the game has a large player base going for itself, because it really works, it seems like, if it has a huge player base. But as for these factions go, I guess, like I said, I can represent it, or I can kind of make an example out of PlanetSide 2. There's 3 factions in PlanetSide 2, and you're constantly fighting for territories and lands and other stuff like that in the game, and the same kind of goes for this game as well. You join a faction and you fight alongside your alliances, go into other cities, and try to claim lands to build on and other stuff like that, or basically to destroy and burn right to the ground. Now, that first screenshot I showed you guys at the beginning of the video is kind of a city burning down, and basically what can happen if another faction gets into your city and completely obliterates it. You can burn it to the ground, and it's really, really cool because the environments are always changing in the game. Now, the game is built with voxels, kind of like Minecraft and other stuff like that, like I mentioned. But the whole world is destructible, which is cool. It really feels like you're actually making progress and actually doing something to the other enemy cities. It's not just go in, kill all the players, not enough players to kind of seize, cap a flag or something like that. No, you run in and you demolish their city, making it known that, hey, this territory is not yours anymore because there is nothing left, and we're gonna take it, we're gonna build on it, and so on, which is cool. It's a cool concept, and I think it's a nice different approach to MMORPGs. Now, MMORPGs nowadays are very cookie cutter, and like I said, you basically run in, you quest, you level, you do PvP, or you do raiding at endgame, whatever you choose, whatever you like. But this game kind of basically, you pick your class, you pick your faction, and you're jumping right into the action. Like I said, I can really compare this to PlanetSide 2 because it seems like there's a lot of similarities to the same aspect of it. Constant PvP, constant zone control, and other things like that, which is cool. It's a cool concept, and I think I think it could really work with an MMO if they have the player base to back it. Now, like I said, if they really do lack a player base, I think this game could fall through. But hopefully, with the cool concept and the unique classes they're trying to bring to the game, I really hope this game can, make its own little niche in the MMO field or the market, because it really does bring a new, fresh idea to MMORPGs, which is nice. I think it's something that we need, other than other FPS games kind of running the aspect that this does. I think this could be good, and I think it's a really cool approach, and I see it has a lot of potential, and there is subject to change because it's only pre-alpha right now, so there could be a lot more stuff to come along and new information along the way, but for now, it seems like the game's shaping up to be pretty solid with some really cool ideas. I'm excited to play it. I'm excited to bring you guys a gameplay video for it as soon as we can get our hands on it. But for now, I think, like I said, some cool concepts, some cool ideas behind the creators of the game, and I give them a lot of credit for trying to push and make something new, to give a new feel for the game, to give us, whenever we jump into the game, there's always something new because there's always war going on. There's always a unique experience to be had every time you log in, which is nice, and I think it's something we really need. So, if you guys have enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more. But until next time, guys, I'll talk to you later.